Dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, today we celebrate the memorial of the Queenship of the Blessed Virgin Mary. The Church invites us to see Mary not only as a humble servant of the Lord, but also as a loving Queen Mother who intercedes for us at the throne of our Lord Jesus Christ. In today's first reading from the prophet Isaiah tells us about the coming of the Prince of Peace, whose kingdom will never end. In today's Gospel passage, we hear how Mary said her humble yes to God and became the mother of Jesus, the King of Kings. If Jesus is the King, then Mary, his mother, is rightly honored as Queen. This feast was established by Pope Pius XII in 1954. He reminded us that Mary's queenship is not about earthly power, but about her closeness to her Son and her care for all of us as our spiritual mother. That is why the Church celebrates this feast on August 22nd, 1 week after the Assumption, showing that Mary, taken into heaven body and soul, now shares in the glory of her Son as Queen. Some may ask a question, why we call Mary as Queen? Just as in the Old Testament, the mother of the king was honored as Queen. For example, in the first book of Kings chapter 2 verses 19, we read, when Bathsheba, the mother of King Solomon, came to speak to her son, the king rose to meet her, bowed down before her, and had a throne set for her at his right hand. She sat at the king's side as Queen Mother. In the Davidic tradition, the queen was not the king's wife, but the mother of the king. She held a special place of honor and often interceded with the king on behalf of the people. So too Mary, who shares in this honor as a queen with her Son, who is the King of Kings, and she continues to intercede for each one of us. St. Louis de Montfort beautifully illustrates the very role of Mary as a Queen Mother in his masterpiece, The True Devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary. He said, once a poor farmer brought a basket of apples to offer the king, but because they were dirty, the king rejected them. Saddened, the farmer turned to leave. On his way back out, the Queen Mother met this farmer, gently asked what was wrong, and after hearing the story, she lovingly took the basket, cleaned it, washed the apples, arranged them beautifully, and sent the farmer back to the king. This time, the king smiled at the farmer, accepted his offering joyfully, all because of the queen's intervention. Similarly, how much ever we are sinful, it is Mary, the Queen Mother, who intercedes for us, sets right our path, and leads us to Jesus. And Jesus will never reject the intervention and intercession of his mother. Therefore, dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, as we celebrate this feast of the Queenship of the Blessed Virgin Mary, let us ask her guidance to always lead us to Jesus, the King of Kings, and to walk in his footsteps.